scans you sent me, I found something odd. Each scavenger's neurons were firing at an abnormal rhythm.
What does that mean?
It's only a theory, but I think some people are more susceptible to complications that can happen during the cryo process. Their neural paths were altered in cryosleep. It's not curable, but I've developed a serum that should subdue the symptoms. I left it at the Paradise. When you pick it up, I'll tell you what to do.
Alright, so it looks like we have an update on that quest. Sorry for the weird episode beginning, but Lexi started talking as soon as I logged in, so figured I would let her speak. Anyway, welcome to episode number 78. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, where do we leave off? We have to pick up that thing that she just talked about, which is, I guess, over here. Somewhere. Or is it outside? Actually, wait a minute. I didn't actually select it. Alright, let's try that again. Aha, it's over there. Just laying on a shelf. That seems safe.
I'd like to test the serum on a live subject, but we need a good candidate. Scan the scavengers at the Paradise again. I'll tell you when I see a potential.
Well, that sounds fun. Scanning the same people twice. What a quest. There's a scavenger, but I don't think he's one of the ones we're looking for. That's a guard. You're scannable, but you're not a scavenger. Nope. Let's see, where does the quest lead? The other way. Oh, way over there.
Nice gun. Where'd you get it?
This. Took down a few Asari by the flophouse.
Good. Hate that uppity scum.
Don't listen to him, PB.
She raised the water prices again. Swear I'll kill her.
If you kill her, you won't have any water at all. A little too far away.
There. He's perfect. You'll need his permission to administer the serum. We won't force it on him.
You sure this is safe? Hey there.
Don't know what they told you. I don't have nothing.
I just want to give you this medicine. It might make you feel better.
Feel better? Haven't felt this good in years. I don't want your blasted medicine.
If you take this, you can feel normal again. Start your life.
A life of serving the Nexus? Of being bored out of my mind? No thanks. I'm free as a bird now, and damn, it feels great. Just leave me alone. Leave all of us alone. We're happy just how we are.
Always an interesting conundrum when somebody is sick and doesn't want to be cured. But I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to convince them. In fact, it's probably the right thing to do.
What if your brain decays more? You can't live like this. Just take the serum.
And if I say no?
I won't make you, but you'll be making a big mistake.
You're a pain in my ass. Fine, give me the stupid thing.
Finally.
I take it, you leave me alone. Now shove off.
See, that would have been better if there were like 3 choices. One
Not
to...
the first patient I've had who resisted treatment. Are they really happy this way?
It's their sickness talking.
Is it? I wonder. I'll monitor his progress and send you my findings. Thanks, Ryder.
Sounds good. But yeah, it would have been better if there was like one just to let him be, one to try to convince him, and the other to actually force it upon him. Even though I wouldn't have taken that option, it would have been nice to have it. Alright, so that was a fairly simple quest. I think we've done all we can here in Paradise. Why don't we head over here and, what's this? Medical supplies, hitting rocks, nothing too interesting, but there is a monolith, so we'll head in that direction and probably see
Heat levels increasing.
something else along the way. Where's the Nomad? Let's just go here and then we can grab the Nomad. Might be a little hot to try to run there by foot.
Temperatures are within acceptable limit.
That's not it. There it is. Alright. Good to go.
Levels increasing.
Thought I saw
Ooh,
something.
remnant site. Better take a look.
I did. And TV is excited. We still have the cold ammo going. Oh, I should have done a couple shots first. Lots of breachers.
Ryder, it's a remnant data cache.
Pathfinder, I recommend scanning.
Remnant infused roots. Is that all we got from this? Oh, this thing.
Pathfinder, I've extracted data fragments from this cache. They may be valuable later.
Oh yay, we can locate data caches. But being a task, it doesn't tell us where they are. So, I'm not going to worry about that, because that's really only a quest for true completionists. And while I do want to do as many side quests as I happen to run into, I'm not going to spend my days scouring every inch of sand in this desert. I think we all have better things to do. Like heading to the next monolith.
So Drac, Asari, and Krogan live much longer than the rest of the Milky Way species.
Yeah, so?
But now you've got about as much time left as Ryder, Vetra, everyone else on the team.
Whoa.
If I'm lucky, get to the point.
Oh no.
Must be weird. After so much time, finally facing the end.
Time is time. Number of years don't matter as much as what you do with them. Whatever I've got left's gonna be chock full of living.
Oh, you can do more living with
Watch
more
the
years.
edges, sometimes
This is not
they
good.
collapse.
Has it gotten even hotter?
Heat index is climbing rapidly. Your body won't stand this for long.
Thank you,
I
Sam.
suggest you retreat to a cooler area.
Alright, so, note to self, watch out for giant sarlacc pits. We do have to make it to some shade. There's another one.
There will be scavengers ahead, if the
What's
sun
that?
didn't get them first.
I'd park in the shade, but not really an option. Bunch of raiders. Should be easy. It is an interesting thought, though, that Drac, even though he has already lived a long time, he only probably has a couple decades left. Just like the rest of us. Maybe less if we're not careful of those
Look.
pits.
That one's been here a while.
Pathfinder, you may... Pathfinder, this outlaw died from a highly infectious disease.
Oh,
We
let's
can't
not
let
stand
this
so
spread to our
close.
people. Can we find the source?
Possibly, if I receive more data.
So we have to locate data caches, or is that a... that's the quest from before. So there's a lot of minerals around here, but we're gonna probably run out of life support if we're not quick. I guess fluorite grows on the edge of cliffs. Okay. And there's some more over there. We'll grab this because it's shiny, and then
Pathfinder,
we'll head back.
Someone is attempting to access your comm unit. Should I patch it through?
Go ahead.
Hello, you're a Pathfinder, right? I recognize your receiver ID. I need help. I'm in the sinkhole. It's the one with... I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Well, I don't know, there are a lot of sinkholes. And it seems that the Nomad can get out of some of them, but not the really deep ones. Understandably. Alright.
Wanna know why I hate the Ket?
They kill on sight, destroying the Angara, the smell.
All of the above, and I know I'm onto something with the Remnant. I can feel it. I want to piece it all together, Drac. I have to. But the Ket being here, they could ruin everything.
Look, I didn't expect such a nasty enemy here either, and I don't have a lot of time. I'll give you the same advice I give myself.
What's that?
Work faster.
I guess that's the person in trouble. Alright, well, let's bring the Nomad with us, because I don't think Ryder can climb out of here on his own. Maybe he could. I'm not going to risk it. And I can't really leave PB or Drac with the Nomad, because that's not how the game mechanics work.
Oh good, you heard me. I was starting to think I'd have to walk back to that rundown shack they call a landing zone.
What are you doing out here?
I'm a scientist from the Nexus. I've been surveying Elodin's geography for several weeks now. And now I'm stranded on this hellhole.
I take it your shuttle broke down.
Well, yes and no. A few days ago, my shuttle overheated and died. Then I ran out of water. After 2 days without a drop, I got desperate. Ended up trading a part from my ship to some scavengers. Once the delirium subsided, I realized my mistake. Turns out I sold them my thruster, which you need to fly.
The Tempest can get you back to the Nexus in no time.
And leave my ship here to be picked apart. If I leave, that shuttle needs to come with me. I figure since you're a Pathfinder, maybe you can talk to the scavengers, get that part back.
If I have time, I'll see what I can do.
Fair enough. I'll try not to die of exposure in the meantime. I'll give you the nav point for their camp. Be ready, they're a prickly bunch.
I'm going to say tell me about sinkholes, even though I think I've discovered a lot about them on my own.
Are you studying the sinkholes here?
I'm trying to figure out what causes them.
Any luck?
My scans show a high concentration of calcium carbonate deep below us, high enough to create pockets of brittle rock. These pockets break down and collapse, and it causes a chain reaction all the way to the surface. Incidentally, that would also account for all this sand.
Have you learned anything useful about Elodin?
That depends on what you consider useful.
Try me.
Well, I assume you know Elodin receives constant sunlight. There is no nighttime. But I've found evidence of a rare temperature dip, which means the planet experiences an occasional eclipse. Can you imagine? Constant blazing sun for years, then a week of night. It must be jarring.
I wonder if it'll happen while we're here. You think with all the knowledge of astronomy they have in this day and age, especially being a spacefaring species, it'd be pretty easy to tell that just by looking at the planets and the bodies in the system. They wouldn't have to look at evidence on the planet's surface for that.
Good luck out here.
But maybe nobody has done the study yet. Alright, so is camp thing near here? Is it this one? Yes, it is. Well, we're heading this way anyway. What's this thing? Oh, a memory trigger. See, if I go that way, I'm going to kind of end up going around there. So let's just head to the south. Don't wander out in the sun too long. Might get sunburned.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
I do like that there are like different sizes and depths of sinkholes. A little more realistic.
What's it like living an entire millennium, Drac?
You want my advice? Take notes as you go. Otherwise, you sort of lose track of it all.
I think that's probably true of most lifespans, even if you're Solarian. Hopefully the camp's not at the top of that cliff. Oh, it's probably under this cave thing. Seems nice and shady. Also seems shady.
Where is everyone?
So our life support doesn't go up while we're in the Nomad. It doesn't really make sense, because the Nomad is shaded, but okay. But as long as we get out of it and stand in the shade a bit ourselves, we seem to be alright. Am I supposed to be scanning something inside the compound? Huh. Guess nobody's home. So where did they go? see anything. Looks like there's something upstairs, though. Sorry, Comlet. Ouch. Oh, come on, Ryder. Am I really gonna have to take the actual stairs? Just grab the side of the thing. Stubborn as
Levels
always.
increasing. Pathfinder, I detect movement. Someone is behind that door.
Weapons cache. Let's get ready. Doesn't look the right name.
Analysis of alcohol content reveals it was brewed here on Eladin.
Made here? Out of what?
It's probably safer if you don't know, Pathfinder.
Yeah, not a lot of grapes around.
I can be friendly. Let's talk this out.
You want to tell me why you were sneaking around in there?
You saw the camp. When Axius comes, the only thing to do is hide.
Who?
You haven't heard of him? Axius leads the meanest gang on Eladin. They run raids on other scavenger camps, never leave anyone alive. Last night, they picked our camp. I was lucky enough to find a hiding place. Been in there ever since.
Your gang bought a thruster from a scientist recently. I want it back.
That piece of junk? Didn't even fit our ship. Axius must have taken it. He took everything. You can try getting it back from him if you have a death wish. I'll even give you the nav point.
The plot thickens.
You going to be okay by yourself?
This happens all the time. I'll find a new gang. Oh, one more thing. If you see Axius, shoot first. He's not a talker.
I will keep that in mind. See, that's actually an interesting twist, but... Did I miss something here? But I feel like once we find Axios, it's going to be a pretty normal fight.
It appears he's been dead for several hours, Pathfinder.
Since the
But
attack.
who killed him?
Probably Axios. Or one of his guys. Anything cool up here? Besides the shade? Guess not. Alright. I think we're done here. Oh, another body. That's probably what we were supposed to be scanning before. Okay, Axios' camp is pretty close by, lucky for us. Not so lucky for these guys, though. They happen to set up camp right next to his.
What do we have here? I like his armor. Kill him.
Can't even see my armor. Inside a vehicle. Or can you?
I detect multiple life forms, Pathfinder.
Not friendly
Axios and his scavengers. Records indicate Axios has multiple bounties on his head. Be careful, Pathfinder.
I think I'm stuck.
Never cross Axios.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't take advice very well.
Tough one. I like it.
Are you shooting each other?
Never cross Axios.
Turian. That was cool.
Never cross Axios.
Is that him?
That's one.
Or was that him? I think so.
Life support restored. This appears to be the thrust catalyzer from Nora's ship.
Finally. Let's get it back to her.
Whoa. Hit the wrong button again.
I detect above normal temperatures.
Alright. Now where did I park? Anything in here? What was over there? Nothing useful. Alright.
I detect above normal temperatures. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
There we are. Glad your radar shows you where the Nomad is. Take me a lot longer to find otherwise. Okay, back to Nora, I think her
I like
name was.
what you said about life and longevity, Drac.
Remind me what I said?
You said the number of years we're around isn't what matters. Back home, I knew so many old Asari who stopped learning, asking questions.
Sounds less like living than waiting to die.
Exactly.
Escape
I
pod.
wouldn't trade one of my years for 100 of theirs.
Not really anything to see here. Guess whoever used that pod didn't live very long. Alright, back in the Nomad. Hopefully this thing has some good AC. Here's Sinkhole City again. Which one is Nora's? Not that one. There we go.
Ooh, outlaw camp. Should we knock?
Yes?
I got your ship's thruster back. Well, catalyzer. Same thing.
Seriously? I wasn't sure you'd pull it off.
Your work helps the colonization efforts. Least I could do.
Glad somebody appreciates me. Well, I'll install this and be on my way. I've got a lot of planet to cover.
Be careful out there.
Right. I hadn't thought of that. Thanks for the rescue, Pathfinder.
Watch out for sinkholes. Seems like you can climb out of them on your own, at least that one. Not sure if you can do the steeper ones without
You're
a
sure you're not half Krogan?
without the Nomad.
Nope. Why?
Your attitude, aggression, the way you don't take shit from anyone.
My mother made it exclusively with other Asari.
Is that right?
Except when she conceived me. My father was an Elcor.
You've got to be kidding.
Offended indignation. Why? Doesn't it fit?
You're as far from an Elcor as I can imagine.
Then it makes perfect sense, right?
I suppose so. You little rebel.
Wonder if that's true. I'm not sure that Asari take on the characteristics of their parents if they're from other species. Otherwise, I think we would see more significant differences within the Asari we meet than we actually do. Got my shields down. Should be a little more careful. I think I got that one. One more. Hey, level 40. It's a nice milestone. I'll have to do some crafting at some point. Although I might see if we can get to 50 before I do. Seems like we have, I mean, obviously we have this whole planet to go. And that's going to be a big chunk of XP. Whether or not it's 10 levels, I don't know. We have some other, like, loyalty quests and just a bunch of other side quests we haven't done. We have to go back to Kadara again. I don't know. Might be able to get to level 50 before we do the end game. It'd be good to gear up the best we can for that. Hoping it's a little challenging. Once again, I've lost the Nomad. Not a bad hiding spot. Okay, so I am now pretty far away from my waypoint. Well, I think I'm going to do what I said I wasn't going to do and go up this way because we're already at this point closer. Like they say, life is what happens while you're busy making other plans.
My mother had me extremely late in life. She'd slowed down to the point where my Elcor father was the quick-witted one.
Your household must have been a hoot.
That's why I'm here.
Nobody else on the team seems to know much about you.
How'd I like it?
So why are you telling me all this stuff?
You're almost dead anyway.
Rig ahead. We should shake the outlaws loose.
We've got targets!
I feel like by the time we're done here, the population of this planet's going to be cut in half.
Pathfinder, a tracking signal was attached to that canister.
Why?
Unknown. The signal is defunct. There may be more at other scavenger sites.
You'd really think that by now people would know don't
Life support
mess with our crew.
100%.
Hasn't ended well for anybody yet. But I guess if they were that bright, they wouldn't be scavengers. And now the boring part, we scan their camp, take their stuff, and then get back on the road. My 60-somethingth life support. Alright. Seems like that thing Sam's talking about is over next door anyway. Another silly little task thing. Oh no, this is the memory core. Okay. That was something else.
Another memory trigger?
One of your...
Alright, so there's a thing way over there. But let's head over this way first. What is this? New to Chunka. Oh! Alright. Actually, you know what? Let's save New to Chunka for next episode. And head over this way, and we'll kind of circle around. I feel like there might be a lot to see and do there. No quest there yet, though. That's interesting. To the left. Big remnant site.
Well,
Looks like a remnant structure.
Good having some experience on the team. Bunch of baby faces.
I've eaten things older than all of you.
Oh, this is just the waypoint. Right. So we really need to go towards... There's a cache. Let's grab that. Is that it up there? It's pretty well hidden. Blends in. Oh, come on. I do like that I can climb on the Nomad, though. That's a technique to keep in mind. Okay, so that's not the container. But it's got to be around here. It's below me, it says. Where'd it go? What's that? Cadmium. Scourge energy pocket. I wanted to say Shroud energy pocket, so I wonder if I've been calling it the Shroud by accident. Alright, where is this thing? It is right in front of me, but a couple steps forward. In front of me is this way. Now it's to my right. Oh, is this like a jumping puzzle thing? Oh, no, it's right there in front of me. Ta-da! Oh, right, no more decryption keys. Every time I see that I get scared and think that my entire inventory is full. But thankfully it's just that one item stack. I don't really use those anyway. Alright, so let's grab the other cache. I guess they don't go away though because you haven't actually grabbed everything from it, so that kind of sucks. There's the forward station.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
And our marker is that way.
unbearable.
I detect a considerable temperature drop in mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder.
Hey, more
I've
viability.
added them to your nav system.
Must be from the forward station. Alright, bunch more stuff. No decryption keys this time. Okay, so there's one of our final 2 plant samples, and another memory trigger. A lot of memory triggers on this planet.
Hey, Drac,
Yeah?
don't go dying anytime soon, okay?
You got it.
Heat levels increasing.
Sorry, I'm texting while driving. Not a good habit. Okay. So there should be a plant here and a memory trigger, and they might be inside this cave. Either way, I assume there's something inside the cave, so let's check it out.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Well, that's cool. Bioluminescent fungi. I wonder if that's related to the plant sample I need. We're not alone. Alright. Those things die easier than some of the other creatures we've encountered, where our weapons are better. Oh no, a data pad. Log of a salvage team. No quest associated with it, though. And there's the memory trigger.
Pathfinder, my senses.
Sam, another memory prompt?
One of your father's memories is now
Oh.
accessible.
If you scan it before you shoot it,
On the Hyperion
you get
to
some Helios
investigate
data.
further.
Wonder if that happens for all those, or just once per species? Keep that in mind. My reload didn't finish. Let's save our ammo. Oh, find cover. We're getting, like, hit by something. Guess it was spitting at us? I completely didn't realize that. I feared it was far away, and therefore I was fine. Alright then. Is that the plant sample that it's picking up? I think so. Yay. Guess it was a good choice to go spelunking. Now, is there another way out of the cave? Don't think so. And I actually want to backtrack anyway because I do not want to leave the nomad behind. Check down here. Ooh. What are these guys? Squishy, that's what they are. I will say one thing I really like about this game is the music. I could just sit on that title screen and listen to that all day. And even like the music in here reminds me a lot of the first Mass Effect game. It's sort of explorer's spirit.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Not sure why.
The sky's an odd color. Though, I guess my eyes are the strangers here. The sky is what it is.
No, it's pretty weird.
Is it? Looks bright blue to me. Okay, where are we heading now? We got that cache. Let's grab this one last memory trigger. since it's close by. Then we'll call it a day. I'll probably do another episode tonight. Getting a little sleepy, but I've only done one so far. I feel like I should do at least one more. I head the right way still. Straight ahead, a little to the left. We're in a regular Doom buggy. So it must be on top of this thing, perhaps? This might have been easier in the Nomad. And by easier, I mean possible. The other side might be less steep as well.
Life support at 100%.
I doubt this happens, but it'd be cool if like the shadow, which was the safe zone, actually moved and rotated. Whoa, what is... Oh, is that an architect? That's gotta be. To finish the thought though, it'd be cool if the shadow rotated throughout the day.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Although I doubt it does. Of course, then again, the sun doesn't really move on this planet, or at least it never goes down, so maybe that is realistic. That was cool though. I don't know if, I guess I was an architect, that's my assumption. It's probably a safe assumption, but this one looked different than the others. Cooler maybe. See, it's like there are two of them and one's red. Or maybe its tentacles are just different colors. Maybe the other ones were like that and I just didn't realize it. We will have to discover that in a later episode as well. Because right now I really just want this memory trigger, which is, what? The top of this ridge. And we can backtrack a bit.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Alright, let's see if we can scale this cliff face.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
We can go us. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I saw that coming. Well, that sucks. Alright. I better just stay in all-terrain mode. Alright. So the trick here might just be to get out at just the right time. Wait till my thrusters are back. Nope, not enough. Alright then. Back around this side we go. Alright. Hold on tight. Get off. I love how the Nomad just randomly comes to a stop. I really think they should have made it. It might have been annoying, so it's probably best they didn't make this change, but it would be really cool if like you got out right then and the Nomad just kept on going. You had to go find it.
Looks like that was another memory gate, Sam.
And the last. However, a deeper level of encryption is in place. Unfortunately, the conditions to unlock it haven't yet been satisfied.
Well, let me know when that changes. No telling what Dad was up to.
I feel like that only happens once you advance the main quest past a certain point. Guess we'll see. Alright, well, we have a Krogan village to investigate and an architect to take down, but those will have to wait till the next episode. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you all then.